Welcome, my dear listeners. Come closer to the fire and enjoy your tea. In the meantime, let me brighten up your day with another story. No need to say how unique the composition of mountain air is. The higher one climbs, the more distinctly it's felt. When a little boy, I would walk at the foot of a moderately high mountain in my granny's village. The nature there was quite extreme, but relatively safe. What have you commended when climbing up a few hundred meters at least? I would do it a number of times when coming to see my granny in the country. The sky, clear and blue nearly daily. It felt like tickling your fingertips once you stood on tiptoe and put your hands up. How jealous I was when seeing birds up there gliding in heaven. Someday I made up my mind to experience what was natural for them, not for me, at least remotely. And I did so. The highest peak wasn't that high, quite real even for a kid to handle it. To get there, I had to wade across the mountain stream, noisily splashing over rocks. Walking uphill along a well-trodden path lined with milk thistles, I watched my step not to mar my debut ascent. Their thorns glinted in the sunshine, tempting to tread on one, but surely not at all I yielded to it. Right in the middle of the way, thick clouds overcast all that overhead. Yet there was no way back, as I was already halfway through. And a little while later, I was standing on a carpet of green grass, spreading out far and wide, strewn with boulders all over. I clambered over them and reached up as much as possible to give a touch to the sky. However, out of the blue, there was thunder rumbling in the distance, which made me understand Mother Nature had other plans for that day. So I gave way to her and found cover under a quince tree to wait out the rain. I returned home, not a bit frustrated with my bad luck, as it had even more fueled my burning desire to succeed. Before bedtime, I crossed my heart and promised to make it on the morrow. Whatever it was, I used to turn a deaf ear to our neighbor's rooster's loud cock-a-doodle-doo. But on that morning, I had an objective, and I'd been waiting for that night long. After a yummy butter sandwich, thrilled and eager to get what I wanted to, I set out anew. The slope of the ravine was all in poppies, all the way down to the stream. I believed it was a red carpet welcome. I rolled my jeans up to knees and immersed my feet in ice-cold water. I sensed a bracing electrical current running up my spine and getting me fully charged. I was confident that I was going to be up there twice as fast this time. And that was true, even though I was strolling up with prudence, as the trail was still wet and not safe at all. The sun was a little dazzling and my limbs aching with weariness, but the matchless taste of accomplishment overbore it all. It was serenade there. The place seemed to be the abode of spirits, and the name of it was silence. The boulders were slippery to the touch, so it took me a while to climb upon one. There again, I held up my hands with palms uppermost, and as soon as my eyes closed, I sensed to be tickling the clouds overhead. They felt so soft and weightless, but a bit chilly. It lasted for some time until a sudden gust of wind pushed me off. Not a single injury was inflicted on the curious child, as the carpet of grass cushioned his fall. Despite everything, I was over the moon about the chance I'd been given to come in contact with the world above. Prior to returning home, I wanted to behold the clouds just a little bit longer, sailing leisurely through the sky. Still lying on the boulder, all I craved for then, seeing all life below through their eyes. The sun was already high in the sky. It was blinding whoever looked up, so I dutifully averted my gaze and turned my back on it. There's something on the boulder struck my eye. A shallow, mossy dent about the size of a little hand filled with rainwater. It was a home for a flock of tiny black tadpoles. The scene was absorbing and for a while engrossed all my attention. It was a whole world, minute but still lifeful, so vulnerable to the will of a giant who I actually was, and whose palm could block the sunlight and plunge it into darkness entirely. The mini world of moss that could fit in the palm of my hand resembled a piece of land thickly wooded and with a lake in the heart of it, teeming with life. And that was when I figured out how birds see all life below from the sky-high distance. And I realized what they feel, being part of this world while being able to rise above it. Many thanks to all of you for sharing time with me. It's priceless. If you like this story, be good to subscribe and ring the notification bell icon for more. Don't forget to dream. Take care of yourselves and see you later.